perimeter and area. We're going to discuss the differences between the two, what they mean, and how to calculate them. First, let's look at perimeter. Now, perimeter is in reference to the outside of the shape. Some people like to use inside the word perimeter is the word rim, which means around. Another way to think of it in terms of meter. Now, meter is reference to a length, and so in which case when we're talking about perimeter, we're talking about a distance, right? Distance is length, and so we want to know the distance or the meter, the length, around a shape. Okay, now depending upon the unit of measure, it will have a different length, right? In this particular example, when we're talking about the distance around this rectangle, we are literally wanting to know how many feet would go around. Now, in our curriculum, using CPM, we talk about the perimeter as using toothpicks. Now, if we would imagine that we had foot-long toothpicks, this particular example is stating that we have 6 toothpick that are each, let's say, a foot long, going around this shape. So that means that each of these sides are worth 6. Now, on the base here, or the length, we have 12 units. So we would be going around. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there would be 12 on that side as well. So when we're thinking about it, we know that we have 2 sides of 6 and 2 sides of 12. So there's a few ways to calculate it. Some people would just do 6 plus 12 plus 12. Some people would think of it as doing 2 sides of 6 and then plus 2 sides of 12. And then there's also just doing 6 plus 12, right, which is 18, and then knowing that there are 2 of each of those, and you can multiply that sum by 2. So there's a lot of different ways that you can add. So to total, for our perimeter, the distance around this rectangular, if every side is measured in terms of feet, that means it would literally take 36 feet if we were to wrap it around this rectangle. Now, let's think about area. So area is different. Area, I like to tell kids, think about a rug at their house, right? A particular rug, as it lays on the floor, the purpose of the rug is to cover, right, an area on the floor. And that means that the space that is here is the part that's being covered for the rug. And so when we're talking about the area, we're talking about 2-dimensional shapes, and we're talking about the amount of space that's covered inside. And we're going to be using specifically square units. And that means the reason why we call it square units in the word units is what changes. So that means that based upon the units that I'm measuring it in, I might have squares the size of centimeters. I might have squares the size of inches, or squares the size of feet or yards. And I'm just going to give you an example here. Now, if I had, let's just take a rectangle here, and let's say that it was 2 centimeters by 3 centimeters. That means that literally it would be 2 centimeter sides squares this way and 3 this way. And so we're talking really itty-bitty little squares to fill in that particular shape. And so this would have an area of 6. We can call it centimeters squared, or some kids will write it out 6 square centimeters, because the squares that are created to fill in the area of the shape are the size of centimeters. And so that's why we call it square centimeters or centimeters squared. Now, if we want to change the size of our units, I could simply, if I wanted to make this somewhat realistic, I could simply make that this particular, let's say I want it to be in terms of inches. So let's say we've got 2 inches in this particular example. I'm going to still use the same numbers, but I'm going to change the unit. 2 inches by 1, 2, 3 inches this way. And now what's going to happen is, even though we end up with the same value, this is still going to be an area of 6. There are 6 squares inside, but in this particular case, my squares are much larger because my unit is larger. So we get our area by multiplying the length times the width, or base times height. Again, I'm still going to use 6, but the difference is that my squares are the size of inches, right? In which case, my squares are much larger than when they were centimeters. And I can change this in terms of if I wanted to talk about feet, right? If I was going to be using 2 feet by 3 feet, those squares are a foot by foot, which means they're getting a lot larger here. But what you want to remember is that area is the space that's covered inside of a shape, two-dimensional. We get it by multiplying how many units that we have in terms of the length times the width, or we can also call it our base times our height. And that's going to tell us how many are in this direction and how many are in this direction. And that tells us also when our units tell us what size squares are we dealing with. The quantity tells us how many, the unit tells us what size do we have. Now let's look at an example. Area here, so we have 9 centimeters by 14 centimeters. So we're talking about centimeters, which means these are relatively small. So we're going to be having 14 centimeter boxes this direction. So we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So technically we would go, pardon the crooked lines. It's not easy writing on this. So we would go 14 in this direction. And now we've got 9 units on my height or my width. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so that means we would have 9 units going this way. And as you can tell, when we do that, we are creating our squares. And again, why area is called square units. So in this particular problem, we have 14 units this way, 9 units this way, so creates 14 rows of 9, or 9 rows of 14. And so we're going to do 14 times 9. Now, if you've watched the previous video, you've also seen the generic rectangle. So we can think of this as a 10 plus a 4, and as one side, and multiplying it by 9. So that's going to give us 90. And then 4 times 9 is 36. And so that is 126. And we have squares that are the size of centimeters, or you could write it as 126 centimeter squares. You can write it in either way. So just for review, we've got perimeter, which is the distance around a shape. How far to go around the rim. The meter, which means the length, what's the length of around the shape, and area is how many squares can we have that would fill the inside of the shape.